Now the great walk up the bloody steps to the cave, fairy cave. Yep. She says, are you alright? No, I'm gonna die. Look at you. You right?
Yeah.
All the ones around there, and your one only stalagmite in this chamber is that one there, but there's plenty when we go through. This is like what we call flowstone or cave coral. It's very dried out. So basically what normally happens, rainwater drips down, hits the soil, it becomes like a weak acid, so it's like the weakest drink you'd ever have. It's definitely not Diet Coke or anything like that. It's got less fizz in that. And what it does, it hits the limestone, and it dissolves, and it takes the white, which is the calcite, out of the limestone. That then drips down as a water droplet, and then it drips down, and it leaves like a ring. And that's what hardens off, and it leaves that tiny little bit of calcite. That's what slowly grows stalactites first, then it drips on the floor, and it grows stalagmite after. And those eventually should join, or it flows over the top of flowstone. Basically, there's nothing to really take out of the limestone anymore, the calcite, and that's why it's called the inactive chamber. The rest of it, should be able to tell the difference. Super bright, super white, a lot wetter, it's a lot more active looking, let's put it that way.
I know. Well, we thought. Isn't it? So this one is a more difficult cave. Okay, right? Oh. It's a lot more downstairs. Oh, I thought you were going to go ass up. I guess it looks this. Yeah.
Couldn't be a big person because you're on.
No, you couldn't at all. Look at that.
Right, we'll keep going through. We'll go down now on the wettest part of the cave.
Quick,
See all the
do
calcite
that.
crystals, barriers, and we'll go from the tube camera to where we go.
Oh, Frank nearly hit you.
High.
Oh my god, good attack. Oh, Brendan. You virtually can touch them, but you're not allowed to eat that. Watch me head. Isn't it beautiful? This one is a nicer cave. Oh, duck your head, right? Oh. Wow. That's very pretty. Watch your head here too. Isn't it? The stairs.
It's more slippery in this one.
Yeah, very slippery. Oh, look at this. Oh, watch your head. What's your head here, right? Oh my god, this is very narrow. Oh, duck. This is so people don't touch it. It's ridiculous that they got a barbed wire it.
Oh.
Yeah, be careful. You right? I told you to watch it.
It hurts my head.
She got stuck.
Not funny.
Everyone's going, oh. Ah. Wow. Isn't it?
You lost two? Yep.
Yeah, she's right.
Strange than the so this is the King's Chamber. Always happy when we're at this point because we've done a lot of the low stuff really. There's only a few other little points, but that's the hardest bit of the cheap chamber really. What you get as a reward, you get this massive big long chamber. This is the longest one we have out of Royal, Federal or Fairy. What you get is stacks of stalactites in here. There's no shortage of them. And some really good stalagmites, which are that one there, and that one there in particular is a beautiful example. So that's where they join, eventually start from the top, drips down, and it joins the bottom. Eventually, they should join together. The best examples join together on that one. The middle one definitely is the best one, that one there, and that one there. And they're called columns or pillars or stalagnates. It's a more posh name, like the scientific name. I'll just call them columns or pillars. Right at the back is a rim pool with a little bit of water in. There's not a lot in there. And if we carry on like we are now, that will go completely dry. It's totally, it needs rain for anything to grow or to fill the ponds. The rest of it is flowstone. Flowstone's at the top here and all the way through here. It's all that is, it's moving to water, and it lays a thin sheet of calcite over the rock. It continually runs over. The faster it tends to run, the smoother it is. This runs a little bit slower, so it's like a coral look, or it's like this, the calcite crystals on the outside, and that's what's reflecting off my torchlight. This is what I call fairy dust, and it just reflects off just a little bit there. Makes it look like sugar, not quite diamonds. It's just that beautiful effect. But all features have this inside. That is the making of all these, if you open them up. Not that we would. What you also get as well is this beautiful ceiling, runs there, here. It's very carrot parsnip-like, and very bulbous-like, these ones right there. And it's just a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful area. Yeah.
Because this is the fairy park where she got married, so they should have just left the story here. It's beautiful, buddy. Look at that. Wow, right. Look at this. Oh, look at that. That is gorgeous.
Oh wow, that looks amazing. Yeah, that'd be awesome.
you walk through, just be really aware unless you're catching something, just make sure you don't touch anything on the way through, please. What we get here, this is as close as you'd ever get to the original riverbed or creek bed. So 5 million years ago, the water had dropped. 35 million years before that, this would have been top to bottom with water in an ancient river. And that's ultimately what creates the cave. It runs through, it erodes, it slightly changes over time, it opens up, then it drops. Once it drops, it doesn't exist anymore today. It's not the same water source, which is under our feet, runs through the 4 caves and feeds into the swimming pool. That's a lot smaller, but again, that'll be creating something and some kind of holes we speak today. And what they would have done over time is dug the muds and sediments out from years of floods. So what you get here, right there, is what they call Buchan black marble in quarrying terms. Basically, it's like a Buchan limestone. All here, if you come round, what you'll see, all the way through are little shells or little fossils. All the way through there. And you can see on this side as well, they just know it's clear. See all the way through there. Those little tiny things there would be little shells and basic little stuff like that. These would be at least 380 million years old, maybe 400 million. So older than dinosaurs, and this is when Australia, this part of Australia is under sea, no land animals. And this is what you've got, and things a little bit bigger than this in certain caves. Those build up layers, those get crushed together. Ultimately, this is what creates the limestones, crushed down shells. That today is what gets reused by the rainwater dissolving it and then dripping down or flowing over. So the ones at the back right there, these ones here, which sometimes they call shoals or cave bacon if you like, that's water droplet running down 1 drop at a time, and slowly it picks up all the different elements and little bits of bacteria and organic and iron matter, and that's what colours it like that. Those are really good examples of those ones there. Sometimes called cave bacon because they look a bit like that. So take your pick. And up here, you get lots of shells. All the way through there are little shells all the way through. And it's one of the areas, and I would say one of the major differences in Royal, they're all the way through here. If you look at your lights on the way back, it's absolutely stacked all the way through this section here in particular. Right, we'll keep going.
Isn't it gorgeous? And look, you can see the water there too. Rope. Watch your head. Oh, got to bend over. Duck again. Ray, you're far behind. Watch your head.
So where we've just come from there, where there's a little bit of water and it's one of our vast sets of rim pools, that's called the Pharaoh swimming pools. And then there's an upside down mushroom one. That's what Frank Moon called Queen of the Pharaohs. And he's an everlasting thing to try and create a pharaoh-like theme. When you get to here, this is called the Ivory Palace. And this, I'd say this is our biggest column out of the 2 feature caves. It's definitely the purest one. That's why there's not as much iron oxide, I would suggest, inside. This is why it's so white. You can see the calcite crystallines as well. The one on the left is fully grown. I don't know if that's because it's just how it's pushed together. It's got this crack in it. The one on the right, I would say, is not quite joined. It looks like it is, but there's like a tiny scar. People say they put a thin piece of paper through. I'd like challenging on that because I don't think you would. You could probably put like a light, you know, like a laser light through maybe. You'd see that little bit of gap. At one stage, this bit, and obviously all this, and the bit on your left there, would have been, it looks like about there. I don't know how it's come off. I think maybe it's been too heavy, there's been a vibration event, maybe a flood event, they don't know for definite. What they do know definitely, there's photographs here with Franklin over 100 years ago, it's down there. It could be possibly thousands of years, it could be 10,000 years ago, you know, there's an approximate age, but it would have been even bigger. But this is obviously what things happen over time. Nothing has come down documented in the tourism years, which is minute. This cave is about 35 million years old. Like I say, the limestone's 400 million, and some of the features are probably, I don't know, 600,000-800,000, maybe a million years old plus. So in terms of that, the cave age for tourism is absolutely like that. There's nothing in terms of that. But you get stuff like that. So what you also get as well is more detailed on shells or fossils. There's that one there, and then this one is a little bit rarer. There's not one of the royal. This is called a nautiloid or nautilid, and this is a shell form in the squid octopus family. So it's basically squid octopus. It runs from there. The tentacle ends up to about there. If you photograph it on that angle, it makes a good shot. And basically, I don't know why that's there. I'm not sure if it's netting along or it's climbing. I'm not sure. I've never worked that one out really. And that's where we used to go down there, where it's super low, 5 big turns, and that's where Frank Moon went. And up to the end of 2019, when our last guide through there, that's where we used to go. Unfortunately, that's where a former guy found an issue with a rock. And Easter 21 was literally just reopened. So always thank him. Yeah, human obviously stuff. Lighting, netting, might be just, I don't know. I'm not sure. It's not a climbing thing, I don't think. But that's that one. That one there. Yeah, we'll go that way. We'll go back to that second light box. Okay. And that's that one there.
Please, thank you.
Attract the lights. That's one thing that doesn't change, is it? It's an age thing, that is. Yeah, I'm just making sure because obviously someone freak out really. Not what we do. So we do bang, bang. Just turn the lights off. Well, you got to show you this today. I can put my lights on. It is as easy as that. And I look like this one. It does look dangerous. It's not a lad. There's that one and that one in particular there. So it does look dangerous, but it's not. I wouldn't be silly enough to stand it. So, and they call the surfboards Buchan, or the vampire gravestones I call them. And then you get those ones there, these are called helix or halatites. These are called cave mysteries. They defy gravity and twist around. So there's some theories in, but not one definite. So, which is kind of cool. But basically, I'll put the lights on, it makes a difference. Just do that one, it's as easy as it is today. So even if the lights go out, we still have the trail lights. So do that one, we'll go over the new walkway.
That's better zoomed in. What is it? Oh. Bloody hell. Look at them rocks just sitting there. They can fall any time. Shut up, Mel. It's so beautiful.
Oh yeah, look at all these bits.
Nearly knocked my head. I know. Wow. Isn't it beautiful?
I like this one better.
Yeah. Watch your head. Wow. That looks like an octopus. We better move. Yeah. A lot shorter than the other one. They're waiting for us. Sorry.
I just like to take pictures.
Me too. They don't come out very good.
Oh, mine no. Will come out.
Must have a bad phone, mate. My new phone's rubbish.
I just got a Samsung. I love Samsung.
Well, this is a Samsung, but I bought a new one when I went just in the UK. It's rubbish.
Oh, really?
The camera's rubbish on it, yeah.